Deep in the heart of the southern United States is the last remaining river system in the continental United States that is largely unaltered, unchanneled, undammed, and virtually untouched. If you explore this river system, you will find it much as the first European explorers did, and even as the earliest known Native Americans did centuries ago. But for the occasional bridge crossing or distant sound of a highway, you might think you are passing deep into untouched wilderness. I'm speaking of the Pascagoula River system, deep in the bottoms of South Mississippi. And in the midst of this primitive river system is a hidden gem, Tallahala Creek. Most people, even in Mississippi, have never heard of it, and fewer still have ever seen it or paddled its currents. But we have, and we are bringing it to you in all its glory. And furthermore, we will pinpoint the exact spot on the Tallahala that will give you the best combination of cypress bayou and easy whitewater to make for a great paddling experience no matter what your experience level. For this trip, I selected my Old Town Next canoe. This solo hybrid boat combines the openness and storage capacity of a canoe with the low profile and ease of paddling of a kayak. It's smooth, fast, and fun to paddle. Just put in on the Tallahala at Union Falls over at Moselle Road. And just about as soon as we got in the water, the thunder and the rain came. Tallahala Creek has its headwaters in the backwoods of Jasper County between Montrose and Rose Hill, Mississippi. It meanders 120 miles until it empties into the Leaf River near Montad, Mississippi. It is only navigable by canoe or kayak on the southernmost portion of the creek and has only a few accessible landings and even fewer public boat ramps. It reportedly becomes navigable at Highway 29 east of Ellisville, but by far the best section to paddle is from Ovett Moselle Road at Union Falls to Morriston Road. On this particular trip, I was fortunate enough to get close enough to an eastern screech owl to get a snapshot of him mid-flight. Blink and you might miss him. He wasn't extremely shy and sat on a limb and watched us float by. The second half of this run changes completely as you encounter 7 sets of mild rapids. As I made my way back up the first set of rapids to film my companions, I almost grabbed a Mississippi green water snake. It looks an awful lot like a copperhead snake. Luckily, he escaped into the water, and I grabbed the tree root right next to him. One of my favorite things to do in a kayak is surf the rapids. It's usually difficult to do in a canoe, but in my next canoe, it was great. When the water is a little lower, some of these rapids become small waterfalls. It might make for a little difficult passage, but they're fun to play in.
Nice.
I'd like to give a big shout out and thanks to James Hardwick and Chris Lockhausen, who went with me on this trip. It was a lot of fun, guys. If you'd like a guided trip on the Tallahala Creek or would just like more information, please message us.